Thank you. I want to thank everybody here for putting me after the hot Latino guy. That was really bad. All the women, woo, woo, and then, hey, look, fat guy. All right. But it's so nice to be here. I know the show's running a little long, so they asked me to keep my show just under an hour. Tell you a little about myself. I grew up here in the Kansas City area. I travel a lot, and it's always good to be back home. I grew up, though, in kind of a rough neighborhood. I grew up on the east side of Leawood. We could barely afford a maid. It was rough. But I love Kansas City. Kansas City now has 6 casinos. 6 casinos. By applause, where are my gamblers at? The rest are too broke to go out. What's funny is that with 6 casinos, people in this town, have you noticed they love to play the slot machines? I was standing next to this guy last night, and he's all excited. And he's going, 3 sevens, 3 sevens. And that was at the gas pump. It was 2 gallons. It used to be a joke. I am single. It's like the whole audience just went, yeah, we know. And let me tell you, it's not easy being single. Last date I went to pick this woman up, and there was just a Post-it note on her front door. It said, Thanks for laughing at my pain. That was one of my longer dates. In fact, it's been so long since I've had a girlfriend, I've got some self-esteem again. Y'all didn't laugh, but y'all went, yeah, I know what you mean there, Dave. So let me get to know you guys a little bit better. By applause, how many of you are married? Great. Welcome. And by applause, how many of you are happily married? I love watching the men go, yeah, whatever. I noticed, now, 2 of you over here, you're married? You guys? To each other? Good call. What are your names? Tony and Marilyn? Why did you just elbow him, Marilyn? He answered for you. Oh, gosh. What do you think you are, Bill Clinton? People, it's over. Just walk it up, all right? Now, how long you guys been married? I like how they had to look at each other like, I don't know. When were we drunk in Vegas? Did you say 47 years? In a row? Yeah. Now, let me ask you guys, what's the secret to being married for 47 years? It's a secret. And you want me to suffer. Well, that's very cool. Now, let me ask you one more question. I always like to ask this of married folks. How did you 2 people meet? In a bar in Manhattan, Kansas. What'd you name your first kid, Bud? I just made that up. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Somebody write that down. Well, you guys are a nice couple. Please give them a big round of applause, would you? Here's the thing. This is for you guys and all the married people here. Is I just read this article, and a woman was doing a marriage seminar for all women to help improve their marriage. Okay? So picture this. You've got a room full of women, a woman leading the seminar, helping them to improve their marriage. And she's asked the women, she said, when's the last time you told your husband, I love you? Marilyn, when's the last time you told him you loved him? Today. Wow, she lies good. So the woman said, some said today, some said a week ago, some couldn't remember. She said, all right, ladies. She said, get out your cell phones and text to your husband these words. I love you, sweetheart. I love you, sweetheart. Here are the top 5 responses that came back from the husbands. Don't get ahead of me. Who is this? What now? Did you crash the car again? Number 3, I don't understand what you mean. Number 4, I thought we'd agree we would not drink during the day. Number 5, and my favorite, your mother is coming to stay, isn't she? So now by applause, how many of you are single? All right, nice people. Welcome to the show. Now, of you single people, by applause, how many of you are truly happy? It's always the women. Men, not so much. It's not easy being single. I mean, first dates are the worst. I had a blind date not too long ago. We go out for dinner. It's going terrible. She's got an attitude. She says to me, I don't like a man that plays games. And I said, flip you for dinner. There was not a second date. Do you like magic?
Sure, yeah.
Couldn't have invited one of the other kids up here. Had to be Abby. Never seen a magician before. Abby, we're going to have some fun. So what we're going to do, Abby, is I'm going to take 3 cups just like this. And these are 3 ordinary cups. And, of course, some ordinary water. Just like that. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so, Abby, just to show that there's no trick here, there's the water. Can you see everything okay, Abby? Okay,
Yes.
good. So what I'm going to do is at the count of 3 is I'm going to spin them all around. But I want you guys to help me. I want you to decide where the water is. But Abby, since you're my magician helper, you have the final say. Okay? You're in college. You got to be observant, right?
Yes.
So there's the water, remember? Good with that? Okay. Everybody, you good with that? Okay, so we're going to all go 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to spin them around. So real loud, everybody. Here we go. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
You got to watch the cup. I don't want you to lose it. It's very important. So we'll just stop right there, and I will ask you all first, how many of you thinks it's in cup number 1? No. Abby, is it cup number 1?
No.
Okay, well, we need to find out, of course, if it is. Abby, if you could just kind of step up here, center stage, face everybody. You look nice tonight. It's a beautiful dress.
Thanks.
Family's all here. Dad's here. Hopefully he's not armed. Because, yep, we hope everybody's right. Okay, here we go. All right. Dad's looking at me going, I can take you out. All right. How many of you thinks it's in cup number 2? No? Okay. Abby, is it in cup number 2?
No.
No? Are you sure?
100% sure.
I like her. I like her. Oh, gosh. I wish it hadn't gotten cold. Duck. Yay! Now, how many of you thinks it's in cup number 3? Okay, so I mentioned I'm going to work some science into it. So if I was working with the kids, I'd say, kids, we got the process of elimination. It's not in 1, it's not in 2, so it must be in cup number 3. Okay, so in science, if we got an educated guess that it's in cup number 3, and there's a word for an educated guess in science. Abby, do you know what that word is? Make her an accountant. What's that? Oh, now she's cheating with the sisters. All right. It is. It's a hypothesis. All right? In fact, I want everybody to say the word hypothesis. Hypothesis. Who said hippopotamus? Who? Okay, so we have a hypothesis, an educated guess, that the water is in cup number 3. Now, what we do in science is we test that hypothesis with an experiment. And for us tonight, we have an experiment that is in the name of Abby. Oh, I'm going to die. All right. Hang on, that's electric. Don't turn around, Abby, and whatever you do, don't look up. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, let's hear da-da. Now, I told you I was going to work some science into it, all right? Now, what I did before the show started is I took this powder called polyacrylate. Everybody say polyacrylate. Who said hippopotamus? Come on, people. All right. So I took that powder and I put it into this cup, and then when you merge it with water, it becomes a solid. And it looks... That's the best reaction I've got in my whole show. So, anybody here have any babies at home or grandbabies? What do they wear underneath their clothes? Diapers, all right? So what they do is they take that polyacrylate and they put it in the diaper, so that way, you know, when it gets wet, the fluids don't go all over the place. So in other words, Abby, what you're holding is what's in a diaper. Welcome to motherhood. Go ahead, give her a big round of applause, everybody. You can take that. No, it's a souvenir. Well, listen, folks, before I get out of here, of course, this is a wonderful event for the Catholic Charities. I did want to mention Before I was born, God came to me, and he said, I'm going to give you a choice. He said, you can either be good-looking and rich or funny. I looked at God, I said, I'll take good-looking, and he went, funny it is. God bless you. Thank you very much.